Welcome back. So glad you've decided to take part in the second talk in our series of tips on financing your post-secondary education. I'm Sean Elliott, and the goal of our time together is to assist you in making financial plans for college and university. With over 24 publicly funded colleges in Ontario and 21 universities, Georgian College is proud to be the #1 college for graduate employment, and we would love for you to consider our programs in Central Ontario. With over 125 certificate, diploma, graduate certificate, and degree options at one of our 7 campuses, there are experiential learning opportunities in full-time, part-time, and online education here. If you've jumped into the second talk without hearing the first one, the costs of post-secondary education, I would suggest that you look at that one to assist you with some ideas and thoughts on what to save, earn, or apply for. Although this talk covers the question where to get the money, it is equally important to know what you need the money for and the factors that can affect the amounts that you need. After this talk, we'll move into the third one on discovering OSAP, and then a top 10 survival list on making sense of your money. Money, money, money. We're going to discuss how to get paid to do your homework in the subject of funding. Let's get started. First and foremost, funding for your post-secondary education must start with you. Even those who represent other sources will ask you what your contribution is and your plans are. Ideally, at this stage in the game, you've been thinking about school, you've been working those summer and part-time jobs. Perhaps if you're considering a diploma or degree program that offers a co-op option, you will be able to earn some valuable money that can contribute to your schooling costs. Perhaps you've been saving for it, contributing to an RESP or a savings account. Anything you have to contribute towards your education could mean less that you'll need to borrow from a bank or government loan program. OSAP, while awesome, is not always free money. In the next talk, we'll cover what it is and how it works, but you need to know that some of it is comprised of grants and some of it are loans. Grants you get to keep, but loans you have to pay back with interest, so logically, the less you have to borrow, the less you'll need to pay back. In addition to your own contributions, talk to your bank of family and friends, those you're close to, your family, your spouse, your parents, to see whether they can assist with financing. If you do get a commitment, it helps everyone out to solidify it with an actual dollar amount. What did you mean? You'll buy me lunch on the first day? You will help me with my housing costs? You'll buy my first year books? If you get a firm dollar commitment as well, you can factor that into a clever budget. Make the most of other sources. Other sources that you need to be aware of include scholarships, awards, and bursaries. And you need to know the difference between the three. Awards and scholarships are obtained by competition and have certain criteria to meet. Bursaries are based on financial need and are provided until funds are depleted. So it's a first-come, first-served basis after a deadline. For an example, there are over 950 bursaries available for first-generation post-secondary education students. Government loan and grant programs like OSAP are amazing, but they may not work for everyone. Student lines of credit are another perfectly acceptable way to finance education. In most cases, you'll need a guarantor and proof of enrollment. They're not interest-free while in school, and there's no grace period. However, you can look at competitive rates, you can arrange how much you need, and you can use it in conjunction with OSAP or independently. The key is to work with what works best for each individual. Even though we stress the importance of the cost of being a student, taking a few minutes of your time to apply for awards and scholarships can drastically pay off. Georgian College has awards and scholarships that you can apply for online. And here's the catch. You must be a registered student to apply. Visit the Awards and Scholarships page on our website under Student Services. After you start an application, you can view hundreds of awards and scholarships. But take note, there are specific supports and services that are provided for those students who are the first in their family to attend post-secondary studies. 2 deadlines each year will allow students to apply for the scholarships and the awards. Let's look at some myths that are out there. First, you have to have top marks in order to apply for scholarships. Well, while grades are important, our awards and scholarships are for more than just good marks. Leadership skills, volunteer work, financial need are all examples of criteria that can be considered when you apply. You can only apply for awards and scholarships in your first year of study. Well, it is important to remember that you can apply for awards and scholarships throughout your education. There are awards and scholarships available for first years, upcoming graduates, and everyone in between. Oh, well, it's too hard to apply. Well, the fact is that you can easily apply online. Our application system even does some of the work for you and gets information from Banner to speed up the process. Reference letters can even be requested instantly, so there are no paper forms to manage. Matter of fact, Georgian has it new and improved. Now only 2 deadlines per year to watch for when applying for awards and scholarships. Students now have 2 months to apply in the fall and the winter semesters, and the cycles are from August 15th to October 31st and February 1st to March 31st. The fourth myth, scholarships are just for students coming straight out of high school. Well, Georgian's awards and scholarships are open to students of all walks of life. That means you can apply as a recent high school grad, or having already attended post-secondary studies, or if you are a mature student returning to school. Fifth myth, awards and scholarships are just for full-time studies. Well, we know that post-secondary students can have a balancing act and other responsibilities that make it hard to be a full-time student. That's why many of our awards and scholarships are open to part-time students who are unable to study full-time. There's hardly any awards. Well, we are proud to say that we represent over 865 awards each year to Georgian college students. That's right, over $2.7 million are available in bursaries and scholarships at Georgian, and now there are approximately 300 entrance awards, which total over $350,000. Here are some helpful notes and reminders that we receive from the offices of awards and scholarships to help you. Set up a file. In other words, don't assume that because you have been accepted by that college or university, they will know what money you need. The Awards and Scholarship Office needs your information and needs to know what money you need as well. Prepare a portfolio as though you're prepping for a job interview. Get a resume together that's grammatically correct, no spelling errors. Get letters of reference and make multiple copies. Get copies of your high school transcript and review the criteria for the awards. Do not self-eliminate. The worst thing they can say is no. Many awards go unclaimed every year from people not bothering to apply. So check back often and apply. This concludes our second talk on funding your education. I'd like to thank you for your time and invite you to view our third video talk on discovering OSAP. This will be a great opportunity to review what the Ontario Student Assistance Program is all about, how it works, the resources available, and how to start your application. Look forward to seeing you in the next video.